the nominated Member of Parliament under the UPPZ, in the studios of Mano Radio this morning. My name is Christian Kasonde, and let me introduce him. Sir, welcome to the program, and congratulations for your nomination.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Maybe without wasting much of your time, we'd just love to hear from you as to who is Mr. Kabungo, and obviously little about your academic background, your achievements so far that you've scored in your life.
Okay, thank you very much, dear listeners. I would like to begin by thanking all the people of Lukashya. I thank you for this great opportunity, and I thank you for what you are going to do. Apart from that, I want to bring the biggest vote of thanks to our President, Charles Chanda, the President of United, Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia. I thank you, Dad. I thank you, our President, for giving us this opportunity as the young people to express our political opinions, to express our political views and our political experience. It's a wonderful privilege because it's rare in political party to be given this opportunity. So to explain myself, my name's KABUNGO MWAMI Samuel, a resident of Lukashya, Pamushpaselo, Munfu Muba Mwamba. That's where I'm coming from. I started my primary education in Mpika. By the way, I was born in 1998. So I started my primary education in Mpika because I was taken by the brother to my dad. So I did my primary school in Mpika. Then I went at Chilonga Mission Secondary School, where I did my secondary education. Yes. After that, I completed school in 2016. So after completion of school, I started doing some works. I was employed by Zambia State Insurance Company, Zisk Life. I was working as a sales executive. From that, I was also employed after 6 months in FLIA Food Reserve Agents as a satellite depot operator. From there, in 2018, I was enrolled at a university to do clinical medicine at Creso University. But I want to bring to the attention, or I want the people of Lukashya to know who Samuel Kabungo exactly is. Samuel Mwami Kabungo is a vibrant young leader, a Pan-Africanist, someone who believes that there are potential in young people. Young people can bring something productive to this nation. My leadership started way back from primary education, where I served as the head boy. I went to a basic school because by that time there were basic schools. At basic school, I was the vice head boy. Then at secondary school, I was also the academician at our school. From there, when I went to the university, I had opportunities to express my leadership skills. In my first year student, as a first year student, I was appointed to be the secretary of all interdenominations at our school. That was not the end of leadership. From there, I was given the portfolio in the Electoral Commission of Creso, which is the board that looks on the affairs of the student union. I was elected the vice president of the board. From there, after some times, we went on. Then I was given the platform to become the president for Creso University Debate Association. So this includes the 3 campuses, which is in Ndola, in Lusaka. There are 2 campuses. I became the president, and I started coordinating those things. Then on my political background, when I decided, because I started politics when I was very young, when I was 15 years. So at 18 years, I joined a political party where I served as a National Youth Secretary. That was in 2018. But within a short period of time, I resigned because I wanted to work for the people of Zambia. and I wanted to work with my fellow young people and all the people. So I wanted to be in a well-positioned, with a well-agenda political party. From there, I joined UPPZ, United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia, in 2019. Nevertheless, in 2019, the same year, I was appointed as the Lusaka Provincial Director for Pro Lumumba Zambia Chapter Foundation. Professor Lumumba is a well-known Pan-Africanist. Is a well-known leader that is nurtured in young people. Is from Kenya, and he served as the director of Anti-Corruption Commission in Kenya. Is a lawyer by profession. So I was appointed to be the Lusaka Provincial Director, and I served a lot of young people. We were educating young people. We were mindset advocates. We were trying to transform young people to wake up from the sleep and take up the leadership position, take up the activities of leadership, and to see the relevance in them. From there, I was also given the position in Youth for Parliament when I joined Youth for Parliament to become the grassroots mobilizer. So Youth for Parliament, this is a social movement of young people which advocate for the inclusion of young people in leadership. So we target the young people, the youths below 35 years and 15 years. So we had the agenda of increasing the young people in Parliament by 10% from the current existing 1.8%. Which means 3 members under the descriptive of a youth. So I served as a grassroots mobilizer, and we went around the country, all the TV stations, all the radio stations, sensitizing our fellow young people that it's our time now. We should take up the responsibilities of the nation. It's high time now we can also ask the government, the nation, what they want from us. Instead, always the young people asking from the nation what the nation can do for us. We can also contribute something positively to the nation. That was my background and my education background.
All right, being a youth, maybe we know that there are so many things that you can focus on rather than politics only. But what prompted you to contest for the seat for Lukashya constituency?
What prompted me to contest as Lukashya parliamentarian seat? There are a lot of factors. Having been a resident of Lukashya, I've seen what the people of Lukashya have been going through. I've seen how the people of Lukashya have suffered. I've seen the state of Lukashya from 2006 up to date is still the same. Then looking at our political agenda, as UPP said, I thought it wise to say, if we bring the agenda of UPPZ in Lukashya, we are not going to remain the same. We are going to bring the transformation of Lukashya within the blink of an eye. UPPZ is not a political party that is reliant on other people, but within the people of Lukashya, we can do something great if we coordinate, unite, and work together. Because one person cannot do it. Even Muchibembalanda Tumuno Mota Osalanda. Yes, we cannot do anything in isolation. We want the policies that will unite the people together and do something great with a common goal of developing Lukashya. That's all. And I thought it because what has been happening to other parts of Zambia with our president Charles Chanda, people are testifying with the empowerment policies that we have. People are enjoying, people are benefiting from it. So if we bring it to Lukashya, we are in Lukashya, we have brought it now in Lukashya, we are going to implement the same policies, the same empowerments, the same land policies, the same everything that we are doing for the people of Zambia. We bring it in Lukashya and we are going to see the new Lukashya. That is an assurance. That is an assurance. We are going to see a new Lukashya that we desire and deserve to see. Yes. So then apart from that, being a young person, I've been an advocate for inclusion of young people in politics. for 2 years, I've come to a point of realization, and I have understood that we, the young people, we've been sidelined from politics, and I can say we are marginalized. They don't consider us relevant beings that can bring development to the nation. But I want to exercise this great opportunity and testify to the world, the nation, and the continent Africa, to say there are some young people with high mental productivity, and if we bring them we bring them on the table, we bring them on the podium, we give them a chance, even 5 years, we are going to see what we deserve to see. Because you understand, from time immemorial, we have been seeing same people in politics. They have been recycled. So we don't bring new ideas on board to solve the problems that we have. We've got a lot of existing problems in lukashya, a lot of existing problems that I cannot even manage to mention. But these problems need a serious attention, need serious solutions, need speed. I conquered the speed solutions that we should bring now. If we don't act now, then we are going to be in a very serious tragedy coming next 5, 6, 7 years. That's why, as a young person, I thought it. I'm having some solutions. And this solution, I cannot implement them on my own, personally, but I need the collective efforts of all the people in lukashya. I need the collective efforts of all civil societies, of all faith-based organizations, of all age groups, young people, the elderly people, our fathers. We need to come together to reach at a point where we reach the solutions of our problems. We have existing problems, and these existing problems will not be solved by those people who are motivated to go in parliament simply because they want to get a contract from government. It needs someone with a passion. It needs someone with the intention to solve the problems. So that's why I have come on board. I have come on board as a servant. I have come on board as a servant of people. I want to work for the people. Whatsoever the people will command me to do, that's what I'm going to do. I will not do things on my will, because I'm not working for myself. I'll be working for the people of lukashya.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, our dear listener. In case this is when we just tuned in, it's Mano Radio, and in the studios I do have a privilege to host Mr. KABUNGO, who is the United Prosperous and Peace Zambia candidate for lukashya constituency, who has been nominated so far. All right, maybe 17th September will be the day for pause. Let's say people of lukashya gives you the chance or the mandate to, represent them in parliament. What will be your roles, and what should be the promise to the people?
The promise to the people of lukashya, number one, is development. And how are we going to bring development in lukashya? That is the biggest question we should be answering, and we should be asking ourselves. What are we going to do to empower the people of lukashya? What are we going to do to uplift the lives of people in lukashya? You can testify with me that there are young people sleeping in corridors, and yet there are no people to bring attention to them, to say, we are servants to you. So now, what should we do? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. So now, if we look, we should formulate some specific solution to our problems, specific, serious solutions. And if we use these formulas, we are going to see the development that we want, the development that we are preaching. Number one, lukashya deserves someone who is going to focus much on production. We don't have production here in Kasama. We don't have production here in Kashan. And the reason is very much simple. We don't have it because the people that represent us, they don't have that passion to see as our lives sustained. So the kind of production I'm talking about is, number one, we need industrial revolution in Kasama. We need industrial development in Kasama. If we were to point how many industries do we have in Lukashya? None. None.
And how possibly will we do that?
It's very much possible. If our friends from other constituencies, our friends from other parts of the country, they are doing it in Iruapura, they are doing it, they are bringing investors in their constituency. How possible is it to us? Because we are all leaders. We have the same seat in parliament. How impossible it is. If we look at our president, Charles Chanda, our president is someone who has given himself to the people of Zambia, who has willingly declared intention to work for the people of Zambia without any other motivation apart from saving the Zambians. So his willingness, if we give him chance, we give him attention, he's going to be on us. Our president cannot fail to bring industries here, cannot fail to source investors here in Lukashya. That is impossible, and I'm assuring you, come after a period of time of me being in parliament, you should come and say, Mr. Kabungo, you said this on Radio Mano, and we haven't seen the results yet. Please, this should be the test to anyone, not this. Take point of this. Please, if you are going to put it in your diaries, write it in diary. I want to come and testify. I want you and me to be the witnesses.
Maybe in short words, what will be your roles once you come in power, once the people of Lukashya give you a mandate to represent them in parliament?
Number one, I'll be the intermediate person between the people of Lukashya and the government. That's number one. Because once I'm in parliament, I'm representing the people of Lukashya and not my political opinion. And every development that we will bring in Lukashya, we need to do a consultative meetings, consultative platforms with the people of Lukashya. It's high time we force certain things onto people just to make them love us. But we need to get their views and opinions, what they need to see. Because, it's useless. Maybe if I see I'm going to build a toilet at that place, what else they don't need a toilet? They seriously need a bore. So I need to consult them first. What do you want? What are priorities you want to see? They will tell me, we need a bore. We will take a ball to that community because they seriously need it. They seriously need that development. That is how we are going. We are going to work very smart, and results will be seen. We are going to work very smart in connection with the people of Lukashya. The people of Lukashya will not be excluded in each and every step that we are going to carry. We are going to implement programs, empowerments that they want to see. Because if you empower someone, let's say you empower someone, you just force them a business that they don't understand, and you expect to say, we are bringing youth empowerment in the country. Youth empowerment, yet you are don't even educating the same youth on how to use the kind of empowerment you've given. Today, our president will be expressing skills, will be showing to the young people on how they can do the empowerment. What skills can they possess in them?
Mr. Kabungo, we've seen a situation where, especially to you, the members of parliament, you have a tendency of promising a lot of things to the people, yet when you go to parliament, your job is just to formulate laws and policies. How sure are you that you deliver exactly what you're promising the people?
I'll accept that definition in past, but for the future sake, please, may you accept this. We are going to deliver what we promise to the people. We are in politics as young people because we want to change the face of politics from it being a dead game of what it was previously defined to be a sector of development, where whatsoever we promise the people will be delivered in what we can manage in our capacity. Because I cannot promise the people what I can't do. believe you me, what we are saying as UPPZ is what will bring to the people of Lukashya. The people of Lukashya deserves better development. The people of Lukashya deserves to be living in a very good standard type of life. So we need now what kind of people should we give this opportunity? What kind of people should we give this privilege to represent us? We are the kind of people the people of Lukashya have been waiting for.
All right. Thank you so much, our dear listener. You are still listening to the program, which has been sponsored by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. In the studios, I'm Christian Kasonde, and today I do have a privilege of hosting the, the nominated member of parliament under the UPPZ party in the studios, Mr. Kabungo. Mr. Kabungo, other people are saying Lukashya is just okay the way it is. What are some of the challenges that you've observed so far as the aspiring member of parliament for that seat, that you feel like when the people of Lukashya give you mandate to represent them in parliament, you come and work on?
Lukashya is not okay with the current situation. Lukashya is not okay with the current face that it is portraying to the nation. Lukashya needs to be transformed. And how are we going to be transformed? Because if we go, even today, we go at the market, we will find that 90% of the young people, they are unemployed. And we are saying it's okay. It's not okay because it's a serious threat to our lives. Being unemployed is a serious threat to the nation. We need to give those young people something to be doing, because it's very much useless, and I don't see it cardinal. If I was to give a young person 100 kwacha today, if I was to give a young person a 12.5 kg of mealie meal, and yet not giving them the skills, not empowering them with what they will be using to get a 25 kg bag of mealie meal every week. So we need what I will do, what we will do as UPPZ, what we will do as the people of Lukashya, because this representation is for the people of Lukashya, and I'm not representing myself. UPPZ is not representing itself. We are representing the people of Lukashya. So as the people of Lukashya, what we will do now is we should identify the empowerment skills, the empowerment programs that we can give to the people of Lukashya according to according to their views of expectation, according to their skills, or what they want to do. So when we empower them with the continuous source, they will never run out of anything. Because if we can just be coming to campaign, we give them 12.5 kg, the next mealie meal they'll come and get is during the campaign. Where are we going as the nation? Where are we going as a constituency? We need the people that can bring some development to the constituency, where people where to be getting things continuously. If it is having 100 kwacha per day, you give someone something to be doing. If it is poultry, if it is farming, if it is piggery, if it is animal husbandry, we give them what to do every day, so that they are getting 100 kwacha every day. They are getting a 500 kwacha every day.
Okay, so your biggest concern is the lack of employment today.
The lack of employment is number one. Number two, we have retardated development in the constituency. If we look at Chilubanama Lodge, that side, people each and every day balerila. If we look at Imisebo Shabo uku KTTC Kasama College uku abantu balerila. If we look all the words of Lukashya, there is no development. So number one, we are going to put everything in production. When we put in production, if we say as the constituents we are going to have 100 hectares, as a constituency, we will have 100 hectares of land. We will be cultivating different types, because as the northern part of Zambia, we are blessed with the rainfall pattern. So we will have different types of crops that are needed on the world market. more than 100 hectares that we will acquire, then we'll be having continuous production with the modern irrigation system. If we have that, the constituents will never run out of money because each and every day we'll be producing. Apart from that, we are going also to invest in poultry farming as the constituents, so that we will not just be depending on the money that will be coming from the government as CDF. As the constituents will have a lot of things that will be doing from the background to sustain the development of the constituents. Apart from that, we are going to source the investors to come this part, the northern part of the country, specifically in Lukashya, in Kasama. If we source the investors, they invest into big businesses, we will see that a lot of people, even the face of the people Mulukashya will change, because no one is happy to be living in this kind of life we are living. We need people who are seriously thinking about us. And we don't just need poem, we need action-oriented words. When we speak, we should implement. As I am speaking, the president, whenever he is listening to what I am saying and is taking note. We are going to implement as the family. We are going to implement as the community. We are going to implement as the constituents what we are promising to the people.
On the same point, you know, many members of parliament do promise exactly like you are talking right now here, and all we end up to see is when they go to parliament, they go for good. And I don't know, we do not know. Is it, do you think it's the policy which has the problem, or it's just people themselves, the members of parliament, who easily forget their promises to the people?
You know what, Mr. Christian? If you are speaking someone from without, just to impress the people and think you are well able to represent them, yes, you can land into a such kind of condition where you even fail to implement what you promised, and you even fail to recognize what you said.
Maybe
but what I'm saying, no,
you can simply,
yes, what I'm saying is written. And when you put something in the written, you always be reminding of what you wrote. To say our objectives are not fulfilled, so we should fulfill this type of objectives. So if you see most politicians, they will come with maybe a written speech, maybe a speech which was written, because most of them the people we are competing with, they are not even the resident of Lukashya. So whatsoever they will be speaking to you, the people of Lukashya, it will be written by someone, and they don't even understand what they are talking about. But as for me, I know the phrases, I know what I'm talking about. So it's very much easy. What I'm saying, I'm getting it from the written document that we have done through consultative efforts in all the wards of Lukashya. So I am the resident of Lukashya. I am the resident of Chiba. I am the resident of Kasama. I better understand what my fellow Lukashyans are going through. So whatsoever I'm saying here is not just coming from without. Number one,
time is not on our side, unfortunately. What makes you a better candidate, you know, unlike other members of parliament who are contesting for the same seat? What do you think could be the strength that makes you different from these other people?
Number one, the strength that is making me a better candidate from this other is, number one, is a political party on which I'm contesting. UPPZ and its policies. I'm telling you, the people of Lukashya, every day you'll be having a smile on your face when you put this young man in parliament. Number two, the experience that I have gotten through the suffering in Lukashya makes me a better candidate, because I better understand what my fellow Lukashyans, what my fellow people in Kasama, they are going through. So this qualifies me to be a better candidate. Apart from that, I should bring it to the attention that Me as Samuel MWAMI Kabungo, I've represented the nation in main platforms. I've represented the young people of Zambia in main platforms. I've represented Northern Province in main platforms. I was part of the National Youth Manifesto that was formulated by the Zambian youths on what should the civil society organization, NGOs, and the government be doing for the young people. From time immemorial, people have been coming implement something we don't understand, but we gave them the aspirations in all sectors of life, political, social, economical. We said, this is our aspiration, this is what we want to see as the young people of Zambia. Even if you want to help, please put this as the priority. Then we are going to be happy all the times. That's number one. The Dream 2021 document that will be soon under Parliament for scrutinization. I was part of the technical team that reviewed the document. The National Youth Manifesto, I was part of the technical team. The 15 people from 10 provinces of Zambia. I was representing Northern Province. So I understand fully what we should be doing for the people. And apart from that, I have been an advocate for the young people. I've been speaking on behalf of the young people, on them being included in government. So I better now understand what we, the young people, should do for the constituencies, for the community, and for the nation. This qualifies me to be the best of all the candidates.
Okay. Thank you so much. Maybe we are almost coming to the conclusion of our discussion. Just the word of appeal to the people of Lukashya, as 17th September is almost by the corner.
As the people of Lukashya, I will thank you for the stance that you always take. You always go for the best. You are never blackwashed by corruption. You are never blackwashed by fake promises, but you always select the best, and the best is coming. My appealing to you, the people of Lukashya, is that please, you may look at me as a young person. You may look at me because I'm the youngest and I'm the first youngest person in Zambia to contest as a member of parliament. For this, I'm giving a very big vote of thanks to our president and the political party UPPZ, our party, to give me this opportunity. Number one, the people of Lukashya, you are making history in the world by sending the first person in parliament as a member of parliament, the first youngest person to contest as a member of parliament. Apart from that, you should also assess my mental productivity in developing this mental productivity in definition. That's what we need. We don't just need the size of a person, the age of the person, the body size, or what. We need high mental productivity, because only high mental productivity can bring the development. Then you should also look at the developmental agenda that we are having.
Okay, thank you so much. As you will be conducting your campaigns, we know that COVID-19 is real and it is almost everywhere. What's your word to the people that will be coming, that will be having those meetings with you? What be your word of assurance to them?
The people of Lukashya, we love you and we respect your lives, and for that we shall adhere to the COVID-19 guidelines during our campaign, because we cannot put your lives at stake, at risk, for the sake of our political desires. So we will promise you the best, and we will campaign peaceful. We will conduct peaceful campaigns. We will do our best, and the best is yet to come when you put this young man to represent you in parliament.
Thank you so much, our dear listener. This is where I'll have to say goodbye in the studios of Mano Radio today. I had a privilege of hosting the UPPZ nominated candidate, Mr. KABUNGO MWAMI, in the studios. It has been a wonderful moment to host a youth in fact, on the interviews that I've done so far, you are the first one to be hosted by myself as a young people, and we hope. I mean, we wish you the best as you'll be, you know, as you'll be talking to people of Lukashya, as you'll be serving people of Lukashya. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. I'm always motivated when I see a young man, a youth doing great things like that. I'm always motivated, and I'm promising more young people to be blessed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay, question.